Brahman Tower, helicopter November Echo Juliet's with you on 118.1.
Echo Papa Bravo, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Echo Papa Bravo.
November Echo Juliet, you can make a right circuit into the eastern grass and traffic, Holding Yankee Delta, just alighting now on the ground, so they're making an approach to 3 or taxiway Echo.
November Echo Juliet, left correction right circuit onto the eastern grass, and I have visual with that traffic.
Bit broken there, but confirm you have the traffic.
November Echo Juliet, confirmed visual with the traffic.
Thank you.
Beautiful, just a normal circuit. You pick your approach point.
Yep. Okay, all warning lights are out, radar RP green, oil pressure and temperature is required, I have sufficient fuel. Secure.
Mike Bravo, clear touch and go.
Clear touch and go, Bravo. Bravo Tower.
I'm going to go for 3-1.
500 feet above Academy.
Visual with the plane there.
Inbound for a full stop. Request overfly for 35 left with
Got visual with both planes.
Nice touchdown. Let's pick it up. We'll wander back over to kind of that grass triangle back that way.
Yep.
And we'll have a look at that.
Beautiful, Mike Bravo.
That hydraulics off to start with.
Okay.
Yes, Mike Bravo, follow the Cessna mid-term.
Come out here a little bit more.
Yeah, we'll come out a little bit more to the right.
Yep.
What I want to do is really hold some suitable run-on landing area in front of us.
Yeah.
Hazards we've got out here is our little Mount Moorabbin,
Yep.
kind of in that longer grass there.
Yep.
I do know from history that this grass is all pretty flat through. Come out here a little bit more, I reckon.
Okay.
Disregard.
Got the 22 there.
Yep, so we haven't heard him on frequency, so we can have to assume that he's on the western side, going the other way. So there's our kind of Mount Moorabbinish area.
Yep.
Let's even, actually Ash, let's turn around a little bit more. We'll go and buy a little bit more space. And we'll come up to, I don't know, 30 or 40 feet. We'll come up a little bit higher. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the hydraulics off. I'd like you initially to try and hover. We know it's going to be ridiculously difficult. From that point, we're going to try and set ourselves up a nice shallow approach to running landing.
Yep.
We'll try and get the collective squared away, the pedals squared away, and doing as little as we possibly can with those collective and pedals. And just building on really the running landings we looked at last time.
Yes.
All right, on the count of 3, I'm going to turn the hydraulic switch off. You have all the other controls.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
That was hard.
Hard, isn't it?
A lot harder than the R44.
I think it is too. We'll flick it back on. Confirm for yourself hydraulics is back on.
Yep, hydraulics is back on.
All right, let's go and do a circuit. We'll do a just do a clearing turn just so we can see where that 300 is.
Yep. He's coming into land.
That's right. So we'll do a clearing turn as well, just so we can see what's going on with the aeroplanes in the world.
Okay.
The wind, as we know, is really, it's kind of largely out here.
Yep.
You can see just beyond this row of daisies here is there's a slight little drain.
Yep.
But the grass through here, I mean, it is pretty wet still, but it's our best surface. It's the flattest surface.
Yes.
And so ideally, a shallow approach to running landing either this side of that drain or just on the other side of the drain.
Yep. Okay.
All right, when you're ready, you have all the controls.
All controls. Clear right, turn left.
Even a half turn would be suitable. We can see that there's no aeroplanes on final.
Yep, we're good. Okay. Helicopter November Echo Juliet, airborne.
November Echo Juliet.
You can see that little bit of drain, see, and that little bit there is suitable.
Mindful of the strict control.
It climbs a lot faster than
Oh
the
yeah,
44,
absolutely.
and it can catch you out if you're not careful.
So as soon as you're around the turn, we'll turn the hydraulics off.
Delta, airborne.
Okay.
Yankee Delta.
All right, 3, 2, 1, hydraulics are off. to give yourself an aiming point.
High,
Where do you want to arrive?
Descending.
About that brown point.
All right,
Know
as
where
long
the
as you've
brown
got a
grass
spot.
is?
Yep. Good. Keep that little bit of movement forward.
Bit of sink there.
There's our Mount Moorabbin just immediately off to your right, so we're clear of that. A little bit of collective in. Try and get it a whisker slower if you can. Skids level, looking out nice and long. Grease it on. There we go.
That was hard. It's
Hard work, isn't it? I find it is a little bit hard, and I'm not sure, I haven't done a lot of hydraulics up in other 66s. I've only got this one and one other to compare to, but I think the 66 is just a little bit more work going on. Flick it back on, confirm it's all back on.
Yep, confirmed I've got hydraulics.
Happy days. Let's go do some autos.
Okay. Okay.
So first auto, we'll just do our little clearing turn, make sure that we're clear behind and find out where that little 300 is.
Yep.
We'll get airborne and we'll ask for a 1,000-foot circuit.
Yes.
And we'll try and give those guys that kind of, if you like, divide the eastern grass in half. We'll let them have the eastern half, and we'll try and stay over here.
Yep. Okay, all warning lights are out, rotor RPM green, oil pressure and temperatures as required. I have sufficient fuel. Hatches are secure. Got vision with the 300.
Beautiful. And looks like there's someone either, or for the other runway, I think, anyway, but they're very high, nothing for this runway.
Okay.
Try and bring your height back down to sort of your normal hover height.
Yep.
And start your transition from normal.
Yep.
There you go.
Robin Tower, helicopter November Echo Juliet is airborne, requesting 1,000-foot circuit.
November Echo Juliet approved.
November Echo Juliet received. 300's on the ground.
Beautiful. There's a reasonable amount of wind. We will not travel as far in our auto today,
Yep.
but it should make our flare at the bottom a little bit nicer. So our height's good, our engine checks, warning lights, T's, P's, temps, fuel are all good. Security, cockpit secure.
Hotel Yankee Delta, airborne.
Now landing area, that 300 is just getting airborne now.
Yep.
We've got one aeroplane on final, I think he's for the other runway. Clear left.
And right, coming around. Got vision with the plane on finals.
Maybe he is for this runway. In any case, we've got him sighted.
Okay, we're going for the triangle.
Look, let's just see where we end up.
Yep, okay.
All right, so looking out the front, nice, straight and level. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, practice engine failure. Only reason I said raise collective as you were going in, because your RPM was right at the top of that green range.
Okay.
And you've landed just next to Mount Moorabbin.
Yeah, I was worried about that.
So you can see from what looked like a very high height, with that wind, we haven't made it very far into the eastern grass at all.
No.
So let's come, because we know that Mount Moorabbin's there, let's just come a little bit further forward so we know our tail's clear of it.
Yep.
Bring yourself to a stop there, then we can have a quick look behind and find that 300.
Okay, we've got a plane on short line.
He's up for the other runway.
300's downwind.
Where are you?
All right, so there is a little helipad just in here in the grass. I don't know if you can see that.
Yep.
Let's see
Broadcast showers in the area, runway's wet.
if we can, for our next auto, use that as our aiming point.
Okay.
And this one we'll go and do another auto from 1,000 feet. We'll do this one with a base leg entry.
Okay. Raven Tower, helicopter November Echo Juliet is airborne, requesting 1,000-foot circuit.
Correct.
November Echo Juliet.
Height's good, our other helicopters on the ground. Have you got your landing site?
Yes.
That little helipad?
Visual with the helipad.
Beautiful. All right. Bit of left pedal for balance. Commence your turn. And as soon as you're in a nice prompt turn, just watch you going up there. And 3, 2, 1, practice engine failure.
Didn't quite make that.
Are you within your 25 metres?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, just maybe. Yeah, at the back end you went, oh, I'm not going to make it, and you tried to stretch it out. You raised the collective, but you probably could have increased the speed a little.
Yep.
let's go do another one. This one we'll do from the downwind leg. We're going to need to make our downwind leg a little bit closer. So really, maybe down Boundary Road, which is the this first road before the freeway.
Yep.
We're all clear behind?
Okay. Robinson Tower, helicopter November Echo Juliet, airborne, requesting 1,000-foot circuit.
November Echo Julie, you can operate 1,000 until you tell me you're finished and copied your airborne.
November Echo Juliet, received.
Clear me to 1,000 feet every time you talk.
Up. Good.
Victor Tango, follow this test right when clear touch and go.
Doesn't go India Victor Tango. Hotel Yankee Delta is airborne for the southern apron, request midfield.
Yankee Delta. Can broadcast new information is Quebec, runways are
Power
wet.
coming in.
There's showers in the area, temperature is 21, that's Quebec.
Porals full open.
Deep flare, deep flare.
Level. Sink. Raise. Just hold that in there. What do you think?
Not too bad. A little bit faster than what...
That was actually going into that one with the appropriate speed. The one before, you went into the flare at 55 knots.
Yep.
Well, I thought it was 50. I mean, you can go back and check on the tape.
Yeah.
But that is probably more a normal. What you could do is kind of milk your flare a little bit longer. And so kind of progress and build a little bit more.
Right, rather than actually...
rather than just kind of your... what's the word I'm looking at? Not one-shot wonder, but you're just pulling it in, which is nice because you're not ballooning.
Yeah.
But try and progress it a little bit more and make it a little bit smoother. If you held that for too much longer, you would have sunk through the flare.
Yeah.
And you've got to get rid of as much as you can. Level, if you've got to take a bit of run on, you've got to take a bit of run on. That's so be it.
Yeah.
Now, ideally, we would have come around a little bit more. Part of the reason we had that extra bit of speed is because we weren't 100% into wind.
Yes.
Wind's great, but if that's your spot, that's where you've got to make.
Yeah.
So you don't really want to be flaring and trying to turn either, because you're just adding more variables than you need.
Midfield not below 700 feet. Traffic, Vista on final.
Do you want to do another one?
Left, and a 22
we'll do
on final
one more.
for the
Let's do one more and then we'll head back.
And then we'll head
Make a
back.
short left-hand circuit. Report on the ground, southern apron.
All warning lights are out, radar RPMs are green, all pressure that's required, I have sufficient fuel, access is on.
Kilo Echo on downwind passenger.
Kilo Echo number 1.
Kilo Echo.
I think that 300's gone.
Yeah, so he's just got airborne for a midfield arrival, so they're going back to the southern apron.
Okay, we've got a plane on finals.
Yep, he's on the other
General
runway.
past that shower to the north is making the wind pick up now at 20 knots.
Can you see that 300?
X-ray Kilo Lima, 35 right.
Oh, don't, yeah, if you can't see him, don't get airborne.
X-ray X-ray Kilo Lima,
And
5th takeoff.
try and avoid the signs if you can, because now your tail's right over that sign.
Yep. Okay.
India Victor Tango.
There he is up there.
Yep, got it.
Vic Tango, follow Cessna on base.
India Victor Tango.
Raven Tower, helicopter November Echo Juliet, airborne.
America Juliet.
You actually don't need the Moorabbin Tower bit once you're established.
Yep.
So it's all it is a report. You don't, it's effectively you're already in comms with them.
River Tower, X-ray Papa Golf. Ready for training area. Downwind departure for training area 35 right.
X-ray Papa Golf, line up.
Line up, X-ray
Well, so
Papa
let's
Golf.
try and hold it that speed back, because the faster you go, the less your rate of climb will be.
Yep. There we go, 1,200 feet a minute at
And
75% torque.
there's just ridiculous amount left in the bank.
Yeah. Okay. Clear left, centre.
X-ray Papa Golf, 5th takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, X-ray Papa Golf.
What do you want, downwind or?
Yeah, we'll do one from downwind. We'll use the same aiming point.
Yep.
Just because it's what we've been working with, it's what you know. All right, start your level off now, so that we're going from straight and level, a little bit more forward. All right, warning lights out, needles, join T's, P's, everything inside is good. Our landing area is clear. There is no traffic. 3, 2, 1, practice engine failure. All the way down and up. Especially because you know you're going to turn, it's only going to go up as well. Don't get too slow. Now that you're going to have to bomb it in for that spot, because the wind is going to slow you down, you risk of not making it. Power coming in. Throttles full open. Level, 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 level. More level. Just got trying to fluctuate your speed a little bit too much. So you got slow in your turn.
Yep.
As soon as you gave away your speed, especially with this wind, that meant you weren't going to make it.
Yep.
Again, we're a little bit out of wind here, as you can feel now.
Yes.
But if you really needed to hold that speed, to really get you, either to try and get you round a bit more to wind, or you can even initially set up for range.
Yep.
Don't mind the horn being on at that top end. You don't want the horn being on at the bottom end. But if you set up immediately for range, you know that you're giving yourself the maximum space available. Once you know you can make the spot, then you can slow down back to your normal speed or throw a couple of turns in.
Yep.
Let's wander back. We'll do one more auto when we get back to Essendon.
Okay,
How's that sound?
that's good. Helicopter November Echo Juliet has completed operations on the eastern grass, requesting an upwind departure for Essendon.
November Echo Juliet, traffic off to your left to Cessna 150 remaining in the second area.
November Echo Juliet, copy.
I would normally just, when I'm picking up, instead of saying airborne, I would just say airborne for upwind departure.
Going around.
Repeat Tango.
Cool, so we can pick up, we've still got to make our airborne call. We've just
Yeah.
told them what we're doing. We haven't told them what we're going yet. So
Yeah, that's fine.
cool, we know there's no other helicopters. A half left turn just to make sure there's no other planes there. There's one there, but he's for the other runway.
Okay.
And that guy's going to be our only traffic on the way out.
Yeah, and the other one that departed. Helicopter November Echo Juliet, airborne.
Copy.
Got vision with both aircraft.
Beautiful.